Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Speedbreaker, and as of today, the January the 30th, DICE has finally released yet another Battlefield 4 patch. Now, this is actually a pretty big patch, and it addresses various issues that have been going on with Battlefield 4. And in this video, I kind of just quickly wanted to go through the major changes that they made to the game. I'm not going to be talking about every single change. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below, so you can basically check out all the things that have been changed to Battlefield 4. So the first big thing that I've actually included into Battlefield 4 now is Mantle support. If you don't know what Mantle is, that's basically another low-level rendering API, just like DirectX 11 or DirectX 10 or whatever you've been using, just DirectX. Now there's another one called Mantle, which is actually only for AMD GPUs, so unless you've got a AMD or something GPU, you're not going to be able to use the Mantle functionality. However, if you've got one of these GPUs, you should definitely go ahead and actually activate Mantle, because I've heard that you get a pretty decent FPS boost while using Mantle. Now let's talk about the things that affect everyone in game. So the first thing that they've changed, and that I was kind of almost screaming because I was so happy like a 12-year-old kid, is that they've actually reduced the time the black screen occurs when you spawn in. So as of before the patch, it would take you 1.5 seconds to spawn in, or you would have 1.5 seconds of black screen where you could be killed. Now this is not the case anymore. You only have 1/3 of a second of this black screen, which is actually 333 milliseconds, which is 5 times less black screen than you had before the patch. And they've also fixed an issue where you could be killed before you actually spawn, so no longer are you gonna have a knife shoved up your throat before you actually spawn, which is very aggravating. So that's not gonna happen anymore, and I'm really happy to see that has been changed. Now, the next thing that really surprised me is that they've actually fixed, or allegedly fixed, the disappearing crosshairs. So, as I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced, you've been shooting at somebody and you didn't get any hitmarkers. Now, the reason for that was that the crosshairs and hitmarkers and everything just disappeared for some random reason. And they've actually stated that the risk for crosshairs disappearing has been significantly lowered or something like that. Pretty interesting. I've not experienced it for the last 4 hours of playing, so yeah, I think they've actually fixed it. GG DICE. Now, the next thing that I'm really happy about is that they finally added a headshot icon to the kill card. So basically, whenever somebody headshots you, you now get like a skull with a crosshair on top of it, and you know this person has headshotted you. I don't know why they took it away from Battlefield 3. I thought it was stupid, and I'm really happy that it's back. Next up, they've actually changed the colors in the chat, so admin messages are going to be orange. If the enemy is going to type something in, it's going to be in like reddish, and if one of your teammates is putting something in, it's going to be in blue or green, depending on whether they're in your squad or not. I don't really see this as a huge improvement, but you know, it's there, take it. Next up, something that I'm personally really excited about, and that is that they've added new comments to the console where you can actually start some benchmarking. You can actually record your frame rates and your GPU and CPU utilization, which is really nice in my opinion. It makes for some nice benchmarking, and I'm definitely going to be using this tool in the future to test out new hardware, or just to see what settings are really impacting the frame rates or using up more GPU or CPU power. Next up, we've got a huge buff to the DMR class, which was really necessary. Before the patch, DMRs just sucked. Now, it's pretty much always a 3-hit kill with the DMRs against unarmed opponents. And they've also reduced the penalty for accuracy for sustained fire, so you can basically just fire more rapidly. And also, whilst on the move, the accuracy penalty is now less big as it was before. Also, they've tweaked and improved the CPU multi-core utilization and GPU utilization and everything. The game should just runs more smooth than before, basically, which is pretty much the case in my opinion. Now, the last thing that I've kind of noticed whilst playing the game for about 3-4 hours after the patch is that I think they kind of tightened up the netcode just a tiny weeny little bit. If somebody's shooting at you, you actually get decent hit notifications. So if somebody's behind you and is shooting at you, you actually get the hit notification at the right side of the screen, and you actually get the hit notification sound every time someone hits you. So it's really easier to notice when somebody's actually shooting at you and to get into cover before they actually kill you, which is something that I've really hated of Battlefield 3 before this patch. And I think they made a pretty decent job in kind of tidying up the netcode, or just how things appear on the battlefield and how snappy the game is going to feel. So I suppose that's pretty much all the things that I've really noticed playing the game thus far. Sorry for my voice, I'm kind of having a cold now, so it's really awkward to talk. And I think I should probably end this commentary right here, so I want to thank you guys for watching, have a good one, and until next time, cheers!